Welcome back. In this tutorial, we will learn base flange and edge flange in the SolidWorks Sheet Metal. For this, select any plane and let's draw a sketch. I am selecting center rectangle. Start from origin and dimension it now. Let's say 150 and dimension this side, let's say 60. Okay, go to Sheet Metal and select the base flange. Now you can change the thickness of the material. Let's say it's a 4. And you can see another option here, use material sheet metal parameters. You have to apply the material first and it will apply these parameters according to the selection of material. We will discuss it in the next video. Now we will see the options here. For thickness, you can change the direction of the thickness accordingly as your requirement. And if you select the symmetry, it will add the thickness in both directions at a time, equally in the both sides. Let's try to change and let's keep it 4. Click OK, and now your base flange is ready. Now to apply the edge flange, select the edge flange. Now there are many options. We'll discuss one by one. First of all, select any edge to create the edge flange. You can select the multiple edges at a time. If you don't want to select the other, clear. Let's select the one edge only, and you can change the length of this flange by inputting the value directly, let's say 40, or you can increase or decrease according to your requirement, let's say 80. Click OK. That's how you can create the edge flange. Now let's see the options in the edge flange. Select it and check the different options available. Let's go to the edit feature. Now you can change the angle of the bend reference to this base flange. Try to increase, try to decrease, and this time let's keep it 90. Now you can change the flange length according to the end positions. For this we have to create a next drawing, so we will do it later. First of all, let's try to understand the flange length and flange position. For this, go to this face and select number for the better visualization. Now again go to edge flange and edit feature. In edit feature, you have a flange length. Flange length is this length, the one flange length and another flange length. Now the first option is the outer virtual shaft. That shows how the flange length is measured according to the virtual point. To understand this, I have created some drawings here. Let's understand it. The first option is, let's say, it's a outer virtual shaft. What is outer virtual shaft? So if you draw a tangent line to this bend with reference to this edge, another tangent line from this point, and the intersection of this point gives the reference virtual point to measure the flange length. And from this point to this point, that is this intersection point, this one is a first flange length, and another side, and this much gives the flange length. This is for the outer virtual shaft. Let's see in the drawing. You can see the flange length is measured from the outer virtual shaft. If you select the inner virtual shaft, and the length will be measured from the inner side. Let's see in the another picture. And in this picture, you can see the virtual intersecting point is drawn from the inner side of the flange. The intersection point gives the reference to measure the flange length. If you measure from this point to this point, this one is flange length 1, and another side from this intersecting point to this edge is another flange length. Now let's see the another option. Another option is the tangent bend. In the tangent bend, the tangent line on the bend radius in parallel to the edge. You have to do this. Let's see in this picture. This one is the tangent line, and this tangent line must be parallel with this edge, and that length, flange length, will give the our requirement. That is the flange length measured according to the tangent bend. This much in the flange length. You can select the blind up to vertex or up to edge for the flange length. You need another drawing or another edge, and if you select the vertex or the edge, and if you select the edge, you can merge it also. Now let's go to the flange position. I'll zoom it for the better visualization. Now flange position. The flange position is the where the material starts or the where material lies according to the outermost base edge. If you select this and try to change it, the flange position changing accordingly. Now first of all, flange position. The first option is a material inside. The whole material of this flange from this point to this point or this thickness lies inside the outermost base edge, that is that edge, the highlighted edge. Let's change it to the material outside. Now the whole thickness of the flange is outside of this edge. You can see this thickness is outside of this edge, and if you select this bend outside, the bend starts from the outermost edge of the sheet metal. And there is another option, bend from virtual shaft. As we discussed, you need to select the inner or outer virtual shaft for the understanding of this flange position. So if you select this, virtual point, that is outer virtual shaft, the material will positioned in the outermost virtual point, or the starts from that point. And if you select the inner virtual shaft, you can see the changes. For the bend start or the starting point of the bend, you have to select the flange length first, and it will change accordingly. Now the last option is tangent to bend. In this option, you have to understand the important thing that the angle must be between the greater than 90 to less than or equal to 180. Let's try to change this to 60. Now the message pop-up says please enter a number greater than or equal to 90 and less than or equal to 180. So we have to input, let's say it's a 95. Now only after the input of the value between greater than 90 or less than or equal to 180, and it activates. Let's try to enter 60. It will not work for the for that value. So let's select the material inside and input the value 60. You can see the tangent to bend is not activated for this option. In this way, the flange position differs from point to point or the flange position. Simply click 90° and OK. Now we will try the other options available. Again, go to the edit flange. Now you can change the custom bell allowance. Bend table, you can use the bend table, directly input the K factor, bend allowance, bend deductions, and you can select the custom relief of round or rectangle or tier. Now these are the default value for this time. You can change as your requirement. Now these are the options. Now the two options remaining: trim side bends and offset. Let's see the offset first. For the better visualization, select this face normal view. Again, go to S flange and edit it. Now the offset is activated. You can change the offset up to vertex, up to surface, from the offset surface during your creations. Let's try to increase or decrease it. You can see the offset from this edge of this base flange. You can change this, or you can directly input the value. This will offset the start of the bend from reference point, that is base flange. Now let's create another flange here. Select this edge. You can define any length, let's say 70. Select another edge. Closely look here in the intersection part of these edges. Go to edit and here uncheck trim side bends. Now if you uncheck the trim side bend and click OK, you will see the extra material here, the material overlap, extra material here. To remove this material, go to the edit feature and select trim side material and select OK. Now the extra material has been removed. That's the application of trim side material. In the sheet metal SolidWorks, to understand the edge flange in detail and to see the flange length up to vertex and up to the surface, we need another surface. For this, let's create a plane here. Take this reference plane and go to feature and try to create a plane here. You can position the plane, let's say it's a 50, click OK. Now in this plane, go to normal and create any sketch. Let's say again the center rectangle. Draw a rectangle here and go to sheet metal and again create a base flange. Simply click OK. You can hide this plane. Now again go to edge flange and select any edge. Now you will see the option. For the flange length, you can directly input the value, or you can choose the up to vertex. That means next vertex. I am selecting this vertex and it will automatically create the flange up to this vertex. Or let's change it to the up to edge and merge. It will, let's select this edge. Now it will create the flange automatically and merge into the another flange. Now you can select the other options as we discussed. Click OK. Now this is the creation of the edge flange using the up to vertex and up to the edge and merge. That's how it works. Thank you for your time, and you can practice the changing the radius, or you can edit the flange profile also. The to edit the flange profile, you can drag it from any position, or you can dimension it using the smart dimension. Let's say from this point to this point is 20, and let's say from this point to this edge is let's say 40. Now simply go back to see the changes. Now you can see we have added the flange profile also. Click OK. Now there is a one remaining option to practice for us: custom relief type. Relief means the when you flatten the sheet metal, you will see this gap. So the shape of this gap you can change it. Let's unflatten it, and let's go to the edge flange and edit the feature. Now here let's select the custom relief type. Let's select up round. I'll show you from this point. Go to this plane and select normal. Let's see the changes again. Go to edit feature. I'll select rectangle now. Let's change to up round. You can see the round gap. In this way the custom relief type works. And in the custom bend allowance, you can directly insert the key factor value. This is the mostly used. And bend allowance, bend directions, and other parameters you can input and you can change. It differs from material to material. Now this much in the edge flange. Thank you for your time. And in the base flange, you can override the default parameters also. This is the base flange and edge flange in the SolidWorks Sheet Metal. You can flatten it. Thank you for your time.